Reception. Today for literacy, you will be learning about some of the features of a non-fiction book. Can anyone tell me what a fiction and non-fiction book is? Have a little think. You have some pictures to help you. Okay, fiction and non-fiction books. To help you understand it a little better, I'm going to use a term, real and unreal. Okay, fiction books are usually unreal. They will tell you made-up stories, like pretend details like characters. For example, the book we recently read, The Gingerbread Man. Do you think that's a real character? No, it's a made-up character. What about Jack and the Beanstalk? Do you think they were all real characters? Do you think the giant was real? No, they were all made up. These fiction books are usually made up with pretend characters, and they also have settings which are not real. For example, Jack and the Beanstalk. One of his settings were based up in the clouds with a big castle. Do you think that was all real? No, it was all unreal. So these books, we call them fiction. And now non-fiction. What do you think a non-fiction book is? Have a little think. If fiction is unreal, what do you think a non-fiction book is? Well done if you use the term real. It is usually when the book tells us very important information about something real. For example, animals, countries, or people. These are called facts. Non-fiction books have a content page, pictures, captions, and a glossary page. I will now show you some examples of these books. I am now going to show you some books, and I want you to tell me, do you think it's fiction or a non-fiction book? Okay, I'll start off with this one. The title is People Who Help. Let's open it up. Ooh, we have a page here and it says the content page. Okay, and it has a few words, so little titles, along with the page number. So if we want to find out about doctors, I have to go to doctor and go to page 18. I turn to page 18. Let's see what we can find on page 18. Oh, what do we have? We have a page all about doctors. So children, this book has lots of pictures, information, and it also has, at the back of the book, it also has a glossary and an index page, which helps us find out more specific information. What do you think this is? A non-fiction or a fiction book? Do you think it's about real life stuff? Or not? Have a little think. Well done if you said non-fiction. It is a non-fiction book because it's real. Okay, it's given us information about real life. Okay, fantastic. Let's have a look at a different book. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Do you think this is a fiction or a non-fiction book? Oh, here you go. The characters. There's a witch, queen, there's Snow White, the 7 dwarfs, there's a prince, a horse, and a huge castle. Do you think this is all real? Or do you think it's unreal? This is a big clue, isn't it? It includes all the characters and the setting. Do you think it's a fiction or a non-fiction book? Have a think. Well done if you said a fiction book, because it's not real, is it? It's just a story made up of pretend characters and a pretend setting. Excellent. And I'll do one more story. One more book, sorry. One more book. This one over here. My first visit to hospital. Do you think it's real or unreal? Do you think it's a fiction book or a non-fiction book? Have a look. Let's open it up inside. Oh, what does it have on the first page? Well done if you said a content page. There is a content page giving us some more information and telling us which page to go to. We have some photos. Some more photos and some captions. Let's go to the end of the book and have a look if they have anything at the end. Oh, at the end of the book they have an index page giving us some more information about specific information and the page. Do you think this is a real or unreal book? Do you think it's a fiction or non-fiction book, children? Well done if you said a non-fiction book, because it's real. Excellent. So this is a real book. Remember, a non-fiction book has a content page, lots of real photos, some information and some captions. And it always has an index or glossary page at the end of the story. Fantastic, children. Excellent.
You to have a go and place these books into the correct column. Do you think The Gingerbread Man is a fiction book or a non-fiction book? Do you think this book here, this book all about mini beasts, do you think it belongs in the fiction book or the non-fiction book? How about this book? This book is all about flowers. Where do you think this book belongs? Fiction book or the non-fiction book? And the last book, The Little Red Riding Hood. Where do you think this book belongs? Fiction book or non-fiction book? Have a go and put these into the right column and share it with me on Evidence Me. Bye, reception.